to my channel. Today I am back with this makeup tutorial that you see on my face right now. I am very excited for this tutorial because I am going to be showing you guys the Katy and Desi, or the Desi and Katy collaboration with Dose of Colors. I am using everything. I am using the lips, the eyeshadows, and of course the highlights. I think this is a great look for a night out of clubbing, for fun, for dinner. I am obsessed with it. The eyeshadows are so pigmented, so sparkly, they are so up my alley, and the highlights, obsessed. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and without further ado, let's get into the tutorial. Alrighty you guys, let's get started. So I am starting off with my eyelids already primed, and then I'm going to go in with some Scotch tape, and I'm going to apply this to the outer corners, and this is going to make it easier for us to shape that eyeshadow into a nice cat eye. The first eyeshadow I am going to be taking is Makeup Geek's Friend Zone, and I am going to pack this all over my crease using a Sigma E40 blending brush from inner corner all the way to the outer corner, and this is a really pretty grayish shade. Next, I am going to go into the shade Vintage. And this is a beautiful plummy kind of color. It's a couple shades darker than the first shade that we applied. And I am going to pack this a little bit tighter on my crease, staying nice and below the crease. And then I'm going to go back in with that first brush and kind of blend out the edges. Then I'm going to go in to another Makeup Geek shade, and this one is called Taboo. It's a beautiful, beautiful, rich tone purple shade with some gray undertones. And I am again going to pack this in my crease, keeping it nice and low, and I always go back in with that first blending brush and I just kind of blend all of the edges together. I'm going to go in with the Maybelline gel liner in black, and I am going to apply this all over my lid, and this is going to be our base for the super shimmery shadow that we are going to be applying next. By applying a black base underneath, it's just going to make everything pop and make it a lot more intense. So once you have that black base all over your eyelid, I am going to go into the first shade from the DESIxKATY collection. It is in the shade Turboson. It's that beautiful purpley grayish shade that you see in the palette. I first tried to apply it with the brush, but I wasn't getting the pigment that I wanted, so I went ahead and I applied it with my finger, and I did go in with a brush to just kind of get to the areas where my finger could not reach. I'm going to go in to the Makeup Forever Pro eyeshadow in Eggplant, and I am going to apply this right in the middle so that everything just kind of blends together, and so that we can blend in that glittery shadow up with the colors that we already have in the crease. I thought this color was a perfect blending shade. It added a little touch of purple to the look, and it just made it look so beautiful. And then again, I go back in with that first brush just to kind of blend all the edges out. I'm going to go in to the shade Harpoon, which is that beautiful green shade, and I'm going to pop this in the middle because I felt like the look needed a little something more. I did go ahead and wipe off my tape, and I am going to be taking a makeup wipe, and I'm just going to wipe off any of the excess fallout, glitter, all that. Moving on to the skin, I am going to start off by priming my skin using the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer and the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Primer. I first apply the Optical Illusion Primer, and then I go in with the one from Hourglass. I'm going to go into the Becca Aqua Luminous Concealer, and I am going to apply this in the areas where I have some blemishes, and I am going to blend that in using my damp sponge to create a nice even base. You can definitely skip this step if you don't have any blemishes, but I cannot. For foundation, I am going in with the Dior Forever Skin Foundation. I am in the shade 030, and I am going to apply this all over the skin using my damp beauty blender. I'm just going to pack this in to my skin to get a nice even coverage, nice layer of foundation. I'm going to go ahead and fill in my brows. I'm going to do that off camera because I do have a tutorial on how I do that. So for concealer, I am mixing into concealers. I'm going in with the Becca Aqua Luminous Concealer once again, and then I'm also going to be taking the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm going to first start off with the Becca Aqua Luminous Concealer because it is a little bit darker, and then I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape just to kind of highlight and bring everything back to life. Once I have that placed, I am going to go ahead and take my beauty blender and just blend everything into the skin. However, when it comes to blending out my forehead, I like to go in with a brush and blend the middle of my forehead in between my eyebrows, because I feel like my beauty blender can't really get in there, especially once I have my eyebrows done. So by taking a brush, you're gonna get a more precise application. So once everything is blended out, I am going to go in and apply some powder. Today I am using the Kat Von D Lock-It Setting Powder in Petal. I am going to apply this under the eyes. I'm also going to apply a little bit on the chin and up in the forehead. So anywhere where you highlighted, you want to go ahead and apply this powder. So let's go ahead and finish the eyes. I'm going to go in with that Taboo shade one more time, and I'm going to smoke this out in the lower lashes. I am going to go in with Turbo Sun, and I'm also going to apply that right on top just to add a little bit of shimmer to the lower lashes. And then I'm going to go back in with the Taboo shade again and just kind of smoke everything out some more. I am going to go ahead and wipe off that powder that we had setting under the eyes and on the chin. And then I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me powder in shade number 20. And I am going to apply this all over the skin just to kind of set that foundation into place. For highlight, I am going in with Fuego, also from the collection. This is the lightest highlight. As you can tell, when you first swatch it, you don't really see it. So I really like that because that tells me that it's a very buildable highlight. So you can take this from a minimal to a super intense wet looking skin, which you guys will see. I started off with very little because I wasn't sure, and I also started off by applying it with a fan brush, but it was not my favorite, so I went ahead and I changed over to a Morphe M501. And as you can tell, the more you apply, the more intense and beautiful it becomes. It's truly a gorgeous highlight. And it's so weird because I applied my highlight before I applied my bronzer and my blush, but I always see Desi and Katy do this, so I was like, let me give it a chance, and I actually really like the way it turned out. I'm also going to take that highlight and apply it to the tip of the nose, cupid's bow, chin, and up in the forehead. You guys know the drill. So to bronze the skin, I am taking one of Desi's favorite product. This is MAC's Give Me Sun. And I am going to use this just to bronze up my skin and give the skin some color. And I forgot how much I love this bronzer. It just looks so beautiful. I'm going to go in with the Bare Minerals Contour Kit. And I'm going to take the contour shade, that first shade. And I'm going to apply this a little bit to the hollows of the cheeks just to further contour. I'm going to go in to the shade Suze. And this is a beautiful kind of shimmery champagne-y color. It is absolutely gorgeous. I was really tempted to actually wear this as a highlight, but I did not. I thought it was going to be a little bit too much, but I did apply that to the inner corner and also up in the brow bone. And then I'm going to line my waterline using MAC's Fascinating Eye Kohl. I'm going to go ahead and give myself a coat of mascara, and I also applied lashes. Don't know what happened to that clip. Sorry about that. Moving on to the lips, I am going to go ahead and take No Shade, and I am going to apply this to the lips. I love this color. It is so gorgeous. And then to top everything off, I am going to go in with the Over the Top gloss and just slap that on there. I went hard with this gloss. You want to go ahead and finish everything off by applying some MAC Fix Plus, and that is it. You are done. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so. I love you, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.